Welcome to this NX Help tip. So you've got your disks for NX and you're eager to install. Before you install anything, it's best to see what kind of license you're going to be using. There are basically two types of license that affect the installation procedure, standalone or network. A standalone license is designed for use by a single user on a specific computer at any one time. There is no license service or software that is required. In the example license, you can see the package NX10101 is the first thing after the descriptive box. Compare that to a network license. This type of license has two extra lines which specify that it's a network license. These lines specify the computer that acts as the server for the license and the composite ID that codes the license to that system. In this video we're going to demonstrate installing a standalone license, otherwise known as an SIEMENS license. Because it doesn't use a network service, you can ignore the install license server option and just choose to install NX. Unless you want to save disk space, we always advise to install a typical install. You can then change the install location if you so desire. Now you are prompted to provide licensing information, either a license server or file. Because it's a standalone, you need to choose a license file. In this case I have saved the license to the desktop, but I would advise putting it in a safe location where it won't be deleted by accident. Once NX is installed, you can then try and start it. In this case I'm getting an error. The reason for this is that I've installed NX as an admin user, but without user account control set to never notify. If it was set to never notify, then NX would start with no error. You can also select the setup.exe on the install disk, right-click and then choose Run as Administrator. Without having done either of those, a reboot will remedy the issue. Now the reboot is done, I can start NX. This time I get an error message, but it's different to the last one. It mentions the UGS license bundle variable. However, NX will still start, but I can't do anything until I select a bundle. Once the bundle is selected, I'm good to go. Problem is that every time you start NX, you'll get the same error message. The simple way to fix this is to specify the bundle permanently using the licensing tool. Start it, select bundle settings, and you can then add your available bundle to the applied ones and press apply. You can now start NX with no error message or having to specify a bundle again. Keep in mind that this applies only for the logged in user. A new user would need to do the same for their first session.